Guglielmo.
Yeah, just I'm kind of stubborn, I guess, on this FEMA money, but um, I think that they're a perfect fit for our problem. I mean that's the business they're in. I mean this is a slow-moving hurricane. They should have stepped up to the plate, in my opinion, in the beginning. Um, they're geared to do it. They have the temporary housing that people could move into while their house was being repaired, which I'm sure would take 6, 8 weeks at least, right? Um, and we did a little research on it in my office, and there were three bullets you have to meet to get FEMA help. One, the emergency has to tax state and federal government resources. State and local government. I'm sorry, state and local government resources, which this certainly does. The insurance companies have to be in not paying on the losses, which this is certainly the case in 99%. There's a few that I guess have paid, but not many. And then the final one is it can't be man-made. And that's where they've been denying Connecticut. They're saying this is a man-made problem. Well, I mean, you can argue that because pyrite is certainly natural, but even if you stepped away from that argument, they've violated their own guidelines at least 3 times in recent years that we know about, that I know about. And so I don't understand why this is different. In Boston, they paid for all the overtime in the Boston Marathon bombing for our first responders. Clearly a man-made event. In Texas, there was a grain elevator explosion, which they stepped in and helped. And that was Governor Perry applying to his very good friend, President Obama. And he was denied the first time, but he still was able to get it done the second time. And our governor, in all fairness to him, I commend him. He stepped up to the plate, and he's not backing off on FEMA either, as far as I know. So I think that's terrific. And we do have a new administration. I think we should, give it a shot again, obviously. And of course, the last example was the levees in New Orleans, the biggest example. I mean, they were man-made. They failed. The reason most of the damage was caused by the failure of the levees. So those are 3 examples. And I guess I'd like to know how FEMA justifies stepping in those situations and not being willing to step in our situation. So I think, as I said, I commend the governor. From what I've read in the paper, he's going to continue to push. And I know the legislature, any way we can help, will do that. Thank you.